Bismillah, the true story, the double-edged dagger. Umar radiallahu anhu was a really good man, a righteous man, one of the best friends of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had promised him paradise while he was still alive. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about Umar that when shaitan sees him coming down one way, he runs away to another road. Even shaitan was afraid of his strong iman. After the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr died, he became the Khalifa of the Muslims. He was the leader of the Muslims all over the world, in charge of all of the massive Muslim armies. A great leader, a just leader. Umar radiallahu anhu was known for his fairness and justice. He was also very kind and gentle, especially towards children and even animals. Even though he was a Khalifa, he would go out to do chores of all people. One day, a man decided to kill him. His name was Abu Lulu. Abu Lulu had got upset over something, and in his anger, he just wanted to kill Umar radiallahu anhu. He took a dagger that was sharp at both ends, and then he dipped the dagger into poison so that the poison stuck to the dagger. Then he thought of a time when he could get close to Umar radiallahu anhu without him noticing. When Umar radiallahu anhu was praying, as Umar radiallahu anhu would be concentrating in his prayer, he would not notice him coming. So he went to the mosque at the time of Fajr Salah. He kept crossing rows after rows without anyone noticing him because they were concentrating on their prayers. He reached the front right behind Umar radiallahu anhu, who was the Imam, right in the front. He lifted his dagger sharp at both ends, with poison stuck to it. He lifted and stabbed Umar radiallahu anhu on his back. He stabbed 7 other people. There was a large crowd praying behind Umar radiallahu anhu. People in the back rows had no idea what was going on. They didn't know that the man they loved so much had been stabbed. Umar radiallahu anhu felt an extreme pain, but as he was falling, even then he was concerned about everyone's prayer. He signaled to people to someone else would come and take his place so the prayer could carry on. Blood was gushing from his body. The poison was spreading in his bloodstream, getting to his heart. In extreme pain, he fainted. People were worried. Is he going to die? Is he going to die? We have to wake him up and cure him. Wake up, Umar. Wake up, Umar. The medicine men, doctors came, trying different medicators and tricks. They kept trying and trying. Oh, our leader, wake up. We tried all sorts of treatments, but nothing was working. Finally, someone said, I know how to wake him up. He went and quietly whispered in Umar radiallahu anhu's ear, As-Salah, As-Salah, meaning it's time for prayer. It's time for prayer. Umar radiallahu anhu jumped up. He jumped up and said, it's time for prayer. It's time for prayer. He immediately woke up, just from a whisper. It's time for Salah. Can you imagine how much he loved his prayer? How concerned he was for his prayer? How important Salah was for him? How much he loved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and how much he loved his meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Umar radiallahu anhu said, there's no Islam for somebody who doesn't pray. This was the key to Umar radiallahu anhu's iman and success. His prayer, his connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to build a man like that of Umar radiallahu anhu, so that even the devil fears you, then you can. All you need to do is make the 10 minutes of prayer the most important thing in your life and the best 10 minutes of your day. Umar radiallahu anhu was still in pain. Blood was still gushing from his body, but he prayed. Then he died from the wound and poison. So tell me, is it okay to miss your prayer if you're really tired or sleepy? No. What if someone's so sick they are dying? Can they miss their prayer? No. Ramadan only comes once a year, but if you are sick, do you have to fast in Ramadan? No, you don't need to. Do you have to Hajj if you are sick? No, you don't need to. But Salah is different. We do it every day, and no matter how sick or weak we are not permitted to miss this meeting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us easier ways to pray. For example, if someone can't stand up, they can pray sitting down on a chair or on the ground. If someone is so sick that they can't even sit up, they can pray lying down. If someone can't move their body, they can just pray by moving their fingers or just even their eyelids. Even soldiers on the battlefield, when they are being attacked, even they have to pray. There is a different way that they pray, an easier way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed for them, but they still need to pray. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need to make things hard for you. He wants to make things easy for you. He doesn't want to cause us hardship. That's why out of His mercy He has allowed easier ways.